Okay, we can get started. Chair Shanigan, if you just want to call it to order, and then I'll do roll call.
All right, I'll call this meeting to order, the 11th of April. What's the date today? It's the 11th? 11th of April at 5:37 p.m. Please roll call.
Member Griffiths,
Present.
Member Platt,
Yes, I'm here.
Chair Shanigan,
Present.
Member Short,
Present.
Member Gorman.
Present.
Chair, you have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Well, we got the agenda in front of us. First thing would be look at this agenda, and I just need a motion to approve the agenda.
This is Sarah Short. I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Is there a second?
Seconded by Gorman.
Okay, just a question to the clerk. Can we now just open it for discussion if we're going to make any changes, or do we just vote to approve it from here?
You can move to amend.
Okay. Do we need a completely other motion, or just?
Yes, so you'll need a motion to amend, and it needs to be first and seconded.
Okay. If I get a motion to amend the agenda.
Griffiths, I second that motion.
And you can state what you would like to amend, so we know what you're voting on.
Okay, I'd like to amend the new business. All the items under new business.
Well, let us know what you want to change it to.
Okay. On the first item, I'd like us to each of these, since we don't have anyone present for these particular items that are on here, I'd like to table them and have them tabled to our next scheduled meeting. So really just kind of moving them off of this agenda. The item I'd want to add to this section is scheduling a work group and have everybody look at their calendars so that we can come together, but we've got to notice this like a meeting. So I'd like us to try to figure out a work group in the next couple of weeks. I was just looking at the calendar, and my thought would be that week of April 22nd, 23rd. I think what our group needs is we need time with each other and maybe to bring people in where we can just have open discussion.
Through the chair,
Yeah.
did you want to vote on the amendment
Yep.
and then when we get to new business, discuss it there?
Yeah, but that's kind of the idea that I'd like to have.
Okay.
That item is just to do a work group, a work session, but maybe on the 22nd or 23rd. But I guess we can discuss that detail once we're in it.
You can do it through unanimous consent, or I can do a roll call. How would you like to do it?
Let's just try, we'll do it through unanimous consent. Does anyone oppose these changes? Hearing no dissent, this motion passes.
And now you're back on the main motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Okay, so same thing here. Does anyone dissent to any of the changes made to the motion, the main motion, to approve it as amended? Hearing none, motion passes to approve the agenda. Has everyone had an opportunity to check the minutes from the previous meeting? we didn't have much. If there were those circulated already, Madam Clerk?
Through the chair, yes, but I can send them out again if you need them.
Okay. Might be helpful just to have them again. What we'll do is, I think with these minutes, we'll hold these minutes for approval in the next meeting. If, does anyone have any issue with doing that?
No issues.
Okay. Since there wasn't a whole lot on there, some of you might not have had a chance to read it yet. Let's just go through that minute process in the next meeting. There's nothing under unfinished business. And then under new business, we've kind of wiped those things out. There was in the old agenda was for electing a vice chair. I think we should do that at the next meeting that we have in May. So all of those things aren't there, but under new business, what I wanted to make sure that we scheduled tonight is a work group session, so that we can have a chance to collaborate and do some brainstorming and actually constructively come together with some things. There were another number of people I reached out to, and I know that others had reached out to get to this meeting just due to schedule conflicts and timing. They weren't unable to come. So I think for us to have a work group session before our next meeting would be helpful. And I'm proposing on April 22nd, which is a Monday, or April 23rd, which is a Tuesday. And perhaps we can do it even a little bit later than our scheduled meetings, or maybe at a different time of the day. I don't know what everyone's schedule looks like for your availability.
This is Sarah Short. And parents, I am okay with any time that we pick.
Okay.
Thursdays are a little bit hard for me because that's our community council meeting. So Tuesday, Wednesdays, wonderful.
Through the chair, if you would like to hold it in 155, it has to be earlier in the day because we have a regular assembly meeting on the 23rd.
Okay.
Oh yeah, don't
what
want to
are
miss
your?
that.
Okay.
You are welcome
Robin
to
and-
hold working groups in other locations. You just have to record it and get me the
Mhm.
recording so I can post it to the public. But that is always an option as
Okay.
well.
And when we notice it, if we were to do it at a private residence, is that allowable?
Through the chair, I would have to
Or does
double
it have to
check.
be a public
I
place?
believe it has to be the public has to be able to access it.
Okay. I guess just wanting to find out what Nina or Robin have as far as schedule conflicts for the meeting. If we did something on, say, the 23rd, which is Tuesday, the 23rd of April, what would be your limitations as to what time you could do it? And then perhaps we could identify a spot once we know that.
I think that I'm fine. I'm better off doing things in the afternoon if possible, because I sometimes
Okay.
get calls to work for clients in the morning last minute.
And this is Robin. I can probably be flexible. on a Tuesday.
So, okay. Would, maybe we just throw a timeout right now, would, 3 o'clock on a Tuesday work
It would for Robin.
on that Tuesday?
It works for me. Sarah Short.
Through the chair,
Rochelle, would that
155 would be available at 3 o'clock, and I would
Yes,
be
that
able
works.
to attend.
Okay. Okay, well, I think that works for us. I guess that's what we should notice, that we'll do it in 1:55, 3 p.m. on April 23rd. And it's just gonna be a work session for our group.
I have a question. This is Rochelle. Is there a time limit on our work session?
No, we will set a time, and you can always extend. Because it's a work session, it's a little more lenient.
For now, why don't we
Okay.
just set it from 3 to 5?
I can do until 4:30 because I have to be ready for the
Okay.
assembly meeting.
Okay, that works. And then we can produce, an agenda here for that meeting.
Through the chair for work sessions,
That
you don't
work group.
have to, but you can.
Yeah, I think we'll do it just so that we can guide ourselves through some of the discussions. But, all right. Okay. And that's it for new business. Do we have any, member comments? Is there anyone online or anyone else in person?
This is Sarah Short. The one question I would have for the clerk is if there are any other applicants that have put in applications to be on this board.
Through the chair, not that I'm aware of. There was one email to me, but it needed to be forwarded to Richard Whitney. So I'm not sure if they actually applied with Richard Whitney or not.
Okay. I'll follow up with a couple too that, we have. And maybe this could be one of our topic areas at the work group to resolve that. Are there any comments from any, members of the public? Anyone there or anyone else online?
Through the chair, no one is in the room or online.
Okay. The last thing would be to look at scheduling our meeting that's after the work group, our next meeting, and looking at what dates are available. Is the week of May 13, 14, 15, 16, that week, is that week available?
Through the chair, yes, in the evening it is.
Okay. Why don't we do May 16th at 5:30?
That is available.
Okay. Then I'll reach out to each of the members here and ahead of this work group session, and we'll just make sure that we're prep and plan for that and make good use of that time.
Through
I
the
know we'll be cutting into people's day.
Through the chair, another option we can always do is a Teams meeting, if you would like to do it that way. That is always an available option if the room's not available.
Okay. All right, can we just play that one by ear, and if I can, I'll get in touch with each one of the members and just see kind of where they're at with that.
Through the chair, of course, just let me know.
Okay. Okay, if everyone's all right with that date, May 16th, Thursday, May 16th at 5:30. Then, just need a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting. Sarah Short.
I
Need to
second
join
that
on
motion,
second.
Michelle.
All right, well, I appreciate it, everybody, and I'll be in touch with you each, and we'll just make sure that we're all ready for that work session.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, bye, Nina.